who's who again? And I just go, what? Why can't we just all be just people and think how we want to think? I'm not when I think of my thoughts, I don't think I'm a right thinker, I'm a left thinker. I'm like, I just think.
Oh, and
my thoughts can change.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. I go, oh, this sounds like a good idea. Like, I think your idea of, hey, CEO man, you can only make X more % than your lowest and paid employee. I think that's the greatest idea ever.
Yeah.
I think that would solve everything. Because then I think it's a combination of both. Yeah, you can still make money.
Yeah.
But you have to bring the lowest common denominator with you.
Yeah.
And that's an example
and it's
of
like,
the strongest.
if you want to make more money, well, then you got to start paying your bottom employees.
And then you take my idea of politicians' wages are tied in with the economy, put them together. Holy fuck!
I personally think politician wages should be scaled back and not be paid nearly as much.
Yeah, but if you tie it into the economy and say you can make the average of, say, Alberta, average province or median of province, whatever I know they're two different. So you go, okay, you make the average wage of your province or your city or whatever your province.
Yeah.
Right. So the average wage is 60,000. Probably, I don't even know, but so it's 60,000 this year. So you make 60,000 this year. Oh, next year it went up to 62,000. You make 62,000. And it's based on the previous year, obviously.
Yeah, yeah.
So you put those two ideas together, holy fuck.
Well, then it's like, then you get people that don't want to do this. It's like, you're still going to get people who want to be politicians.
No, you know what you're going to get? That's exactly the argument that John gave me. Well, then you won't get people who want to do politics. No, you will.
You will.
You'll get people who actually want to do good for the economy and do good for the people. You're not going to get people who just want a cushy job and get a nice pension after. No pension for you after you're done. I'm sorry, if you're a public employee, no pension.
But, okay.
Make your own pension.
I would state if you tie it to the average, you still give them a pension.
I don't know about that.
No,
and
but
that's where the personal responsibility comes in. If you're making $60K a year as a single person, you should be able to put some money away.
As a single person, but if you're a family person,
well, but then you have another person working in your family, so you should be.
See, with that's my biggest thing is like as bad as people say, it's like, oh, do you want to go back to the 50s where people were racist and stuff? It's like, no. I want to go back to the 50s
when one person could stay at home.
One person stayed at home, helped the kids.
Yeah.
One person worked, you come home.
That would solve a lot of social problems, too.
And I'm not stating that the woman has to stay home.
No, it can be
I'm
either man or woman.
A person stays home. If the man wants to do it and woman has a better job,
by all means, yeah.
I'll stay home.
I think everybody, yeah.
I'll cook and clean.
Absolutely. Well, that's how I look at it, too. Like, what was wrong with having the ability to have one person stay at home?
I know.
What was wrong? There was nothing wrong with that. Now you have everybody working and kids not getting raised properly.
Yeah. Yeah, and
you know
then you lack family time, you lack togetherness.
I just hate people who are so far on either side and they just think this way and they look at the other side and go, you're wrong, and I'm like, but they have some good ideas on both sides.
They do. That's the thing. That's how
so we need to tie them together.
That's how you can tell that you have a better mind than most. Is you're not stuck in your ideologies. You can go and go, that's actually a really good idea. You know how it could tie in with this and this.
I do think that the strongest and the rich need to take care of people. I agree with that, but I think that the people that don't just sit at home and do it. You need to pull your own weight as well.
But okay, and the way the rich can help take care of people is to pay
more. Exactly.
It's not give them money. It's pay them more because a person is.
And how does that benefit more? So I've said it before. I have more money. I can go out and do more things. I can put my kid in another sport. So now that's creating more jobs. I can go to the restaurant more. I can go to the movies more. Oh, now they got to open more restaurants. Now they got, and it's that snowball effect.
Mm-hmm.
If and to me, it makes sense. And I go, how come everybody doesn't see that? How come? How come you all don't see that? Like,
because one of the guys at work. He's like, he listened to this guy talk on Facebook. There's this guy, and the guy was talking about all kinds of things, and he's like, he has to start the thing off with like, I'm not a Trump supporter, but, and he goes on and he explains why Trump won and all this, and then he talked to me one day because me and him talked politics, and he's definitely left leaning, right?
So liberal, right?
Yeah.
So he believes that the rich should give their money to the poor.
Yeah. Okay. So. And then he talked to me, he's like, I realized something. I'm like, and he's like, I'm not a liberal. nor am I conservative. I'm in the middle. I'm like, well, thanks. Whoop-de-doo.
Yeah, okay.
It's how you vote is
Yeah.
where the things start to come from. Because if you vote liberal...
See, that's why I don't vote, because there's not somebody who's middle enough for me.
There we go. We should make a party called the Middle Party.
There you go. Let's do it. I've honestly thought about it, but I don't know how to get into, like, because I know I can't just go, I'm going to run for prime minister, or I can't run for premier because nobody, so I'd have to go work my way up, right?
No. Actually, you could...
Well, I could, but nobody would know who I am, so I'd have to do it the right way and work through city politics, then provincial politics, and so. But I'm like, well, how do I take my ideas and then scale it back to a city, to an area, to a community? Okay, let's see. And I can't think of it. I'm like,
it's
my schemes are grand schemes, not, hey, let's build a park in somebody's backyard. Mine's like, build a fucking park. Why are we worrying about that? My only idea for city is, we're building a major project. Okay. We need some art. Okay. I'm calling out all the local artists. If you would like to donate your exhibit to us, we'll put it up. It can stay there for the whole duration of the building or whatever it is. We'll put on a big gala for you. You can bring some other art. All the big wigs will be there. You can show off. We'll do a presentation for you. Boom. But it's, we'll cover all that cost, but you give us your art for free. And it's going to be a local artist.
You cover the cost of the...
We don't give you money for your art, but we cover the cost of, like, putting it in and then, like, the gala. So you have this space for opening night, and you can put up art. Like, say an arena, right? Okay, you can put up art for, like, the first year in our arena, and, like, it can be sold off, right? After that, we'll scale it back a little bit, but your art will stay there. Like, the big piece will always be there. You'll have a name on a plaque. It'll be, like, marketing for you. Promotion. We'll make a big deal of it.
In that regards, I've always thought that if you're going to make art a part of... people say, you need art to make things look good. It's like, why don't you just make the design a little bit more unique of the place to give it that sense of style instead of a 4x4 cube thing with windows?
Well, I thought about something like that too, but I'm like, well, because, the arts community would complain. And be like, what about the arts community? So I'm trying to include them. And I look at this blue ring over on wherever the fuck it is. And I go, we paid somebody in Europe for that.
We paid somebody in Europe $500,000 for that.
And I go, I'm sure somebody here in Calgary had a statue we could have put there for free. With a plaque.
Even think about it this way. It's like, even if you go, we'll cover the cost of...
We'll cover the cost of your art. We'll cover, like, cost.
Yeah.
Like the materials and stuff like that.
There we go. That's the word I was looking for. Yeah. Materials. We'll cover the cost of materials. So if you use $100,000 worth of concrete, we'll cover the 100,000 grand worth of concrete. Yeah. But in the end, I want something that actually looks visually appealing.
Yeah, exactly.
Because think about it. Like, I miss the gargoyles on
the bridge
on stuff. Yeah. When this is horrible to compare it to, but when you watch, when you read comics and see Gotham, you see gargoyles everywhere. And when you look at modern cities, it's just glass,
I know.
glass, and it's
very
like
plain and stuff like that.
Put some. Maybe no glass on the bottom layer, like maybe a little bit more brick and mortar, and then glass, and then make that brick and mortar cool.
Where do you stand on a new arena for Calgary?
I think it's a necessary evil.
Yes, I do as well. I wouldn't be 100% happy with people paying for it, but at the same time I go, it's not just a hockey arena, it's not just a sports facility, it's for everybody.
But
because we would get...
My thinking is this, is that if you want taxpayer money, taxpayers now technically own X amount. So if it's $1 billion thing and we give you $500 million, we own 50%. Just like if you had somebody invest $500 million, you're not going to get somebody to give you money. Now, the thing is that at that point in time, you don't need to have them say you need to return a certain amount to us as taxpayers. It's just more a matter of we own 50% of the building. You can take profit, but you still have to take care of taxpayers type thing. If you want to own the building, you got to buy the taxpayers out, right?
Well, I think you can go one of two ways. You could say, okay, we're not going to give you any taxpayer money, but what we're going to do is we're going to give you this plot of land. We're going to give you the area.
Yeah.
And we're going to say, okay, you can have the area. We're not going to charge you for it.
Yep.
okay, and we're gonna give you a discount on your property tax. You could, right? That's just
Yeah,
you
yeah.
could give a discount for the first 10 years of your lease.
Yeah.
But you have to guarantee me you're gonna keep the sporting franchises in our city for 30 years. Well, that's what they did in Edmonton. They sent a 30-year lease. They can't move for 30 years. They can't even think about it.
Okay, no, and that's a good way of doing it.
This is what it does, because Calgary right now, they're missing out on like huge acts coming here because we have a shitty arena.
Mm-hmm.
Now Edmonton's getting it all, so I think you need to keep up with that. You know what I mean?
No, there's no reason why when a big act says we're going to Edmonton,
They shouldn't
be going to
3
Calgary
hours down the road
right
to Calgary,
afterwards.
yeah.
Or go to Calgary then Edmonton. It doesn't matter who goes to. It's just a matter of hit. Because I hate it, because there's been some acts that come and go, well, they're going to Edmonton. It's like, yeah, it's only 3 hours away, but it's like, I don't want
For the common person, it's now I gotta get a hotel. Now I gotta get this. Now I gotta get that. So it's now you're in Calgary. It's like, well, I can take the C train there now. Sweet, right on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think there is a spot for government.
But
buildings.
the arena doesn't necessarily have to be downtown.
No, not necessarily. Not necessarily, but I think it's a good place because you see, there's been other examples. Arizona and Ottawa are two that I can think of where they put the arena in outskirts and it's people don't go out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like Arizona, they put it in Scotts. No, they put it somewhere.
Okay.
Outside of like the main area, like downtown.
Yeah.
And now their attendance is bad. Well, their attendance is bad in Phoenix all the time. But Ottawa, they did the same thing.
Oh, really?
And their arena is pretty new, and they're looking and going, we need to build a new arena because it's too far away. So you have to have it where people can get to. No.
That was not,
and it revitalizes it. Like, look at Edmonton. Like, it's huge now. Like, that area is huge.
That was not something that I was aware of.
Yeah.
Now, see, look, that's a great example of changing your mind. It's like, oh, really? Oh, okay, then...
That's the here, guys. The middle party. We are the middle party.
Yeah.
What is the middle party? We fucking don't know yet.
Just talked about it. Talking about both sides and going, well, this works and this works. How do we work it together?
Yeah. Well, you might as well.
I thought about that too, for that matter. I thought about, what about if you get a bunch of like-minded people to run together in the city of Calgary to basically vote as a block?
Well, that's the thing. You have to find people who think like that, who can go, hey, and don't get offended and butthurt when you go, well, that's not a very good idea. You know, we should try this, or we should try this,
and
that.
People also have to learn to go, okay, this is where pride, the sin of pride comes into effect, because a lot of people will go,
Put your pride aside,
idea,
yeah.
It's my idea, it's right. If you hear something that tells you you're wrong, you go, oh, okay. And then the other people also have to go, don't point and laugh at him. And you go, okay, great,
hey,
you're on board?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Because that's the sin of pride, is you double down, and it's just like you shouldn't double down.
I don't even know how to like go be an MP. Like, I'm like, well, how do I take my idea and in a sense scale it back to be an MP? Because really it's like well, okay, well, now I have to focus on my community. Okay, no problems. But my ideas are like big. Like, I'm like, if you want to build a park by your school, I'm like, okay, get a bunch of people, raise some money, build a park. I don't care. You don't need my permission to build a park. Oh, okay, it's on the school property. Okay, just make sure it's safe. Make sure it meets standards we have, and build a park. I don't care.
Oh,
if you want everybody in the community.
Way more complicated than that.
I know they are, but why do they have to be? That's my thing. Why do they have to be? You want a park for your school. My son's school is raising money for a park, and I'm like, well, my son's probably not going to be in the school by the time you get the money or whatever to build this park.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't we all just throw $20 at you guys and you build a park? And you look at it and you go, okay, let's look at our community, and there's 700 people in this school. You can't tell me there isn't somebody who knows how to build a park, who works in a materials factory or whatever, who could all come together on a weekend and go, hey, this business donated supplies, we donate our time, we built a park.
Or even go to one of the people in the community is like, you need a job? You guys can do this? How much for the job? And then go fund me and go, we need this much money to build a park using this company.
Yeah, exactly. And it's
a
community.
Company,
it's a local company. It's in the community. We're going to build it. We're going to...
and then you go, And then that company can easily go, okay, because we're building a company
I don't think
for the community. You can go. Any volunteers?
Yeah.
Welcome to come out. If you have,
you need to move the sand around or the rocks. You know what I mean? That's simple stuff. Like you can look at a park and go, hey, can be done for a park, but you can't apply it to a building because it's not the same thing. I'm building a park. Now I'm building a building. Because I know people would go, well, if it's that easy to build a park, how come I can't build a building or a garage? Well, because that's a little different. A park is a park for your kids to play at. Mm-hmm. On land that's just sitting there. Or, for example, there's a sidewalk. There's a school sidewalk, right? There's a sidewalk that runs from, like, the corner. There's a house. Then there's, like, an empty field. And then there's a school. When we had the big snowfall, the school would shovel their walk up to a post. Right? Okay, it's clear. And then the house owner would have to shovel beside their house because that's part of their property, right? Mm-hmm. And then they would shovel up to the back of their gate. And then there'd be this gap, about this long, about like this, of just empty field that was not shoveled. So my wife had a problem pushing the stroller through it, right? Mm-hmm. And we called 311. Oh, well, that's the parks department. We'll put a request to have it shoveled. And I went... So somebody was out there from the city with a snowplow or whatever they use to shovel the school sidewalk. They stopped right here. So now you have to get somebody. It was probably 20 feet.
20 feet.
From here to the home. So they have to get somebody else from the city.
20 minutes they would have taken to go forward. You have to make a special request.
Yeah. To have somebody else from the city, which is all coming from the same pool of money, to come back out to shovel that area. Mm-hmm. And I went, well, that's not very effective now, is it?
No, it's not. And that's where bureaucracy muddles things up a lot. Is like, you should really have somebody sit there and go, here's the city of Calgary. Oh, you guys already do this? Well, guess what? You're going to do this, this.
You're going to go an extra 4 feet or 20 feet and finish that area. Yeah, okay, I agree with the homeowner thing. Yeah, you got to be where the homeowner is. Mm-hmm. Okay, fine. It's your property, your homeowner, it's your shit. Do it. But it's just an empty park. It's this... I just was like, what? Okay. Anyways.
Yeah, we digressed just a little bit there. That's fine.